Lord have mercy. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of the Wiley Show. We have breaking news. Torey Lanez have been charged. I'm going to read that to you all. This is like literally breaking news. Torey Lanez have been charged with felony assault in the Meghan and Stallion shooting. Okay, Torey Lanez has been charged in connection with the shooting involving Meghan and Stallion just weeks after the singer released an album claiming his innocence. The LA County DA office hit him with one count of assault and with a semi-automatic firearm and one count of carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle. The district attorney also alleged Torey inflicted great bodily injury. If convicted, the rapper/singer faces up to 22 years and 8 months in prison. As we reported, the prosecutors have said they were mulling over a charge of felony assault with a firearm against Torey after Meghan says she was shot back in July. Remember, Torey had been arrested but only charged with possession of firearm. Prosecutors are now pointing the finger at Torey as the man who pulled the trigger, leaving Meg with a gruesome foot injury. It took Meghan some time before she went public and accused Torey by name as the person who shot her. She didn't mimic the words saying, "Yes, that ninja Torey shot me. He shot me, and you got your publicists and your people to the blogs lying and shit. Stop lying." As we reported, according to sources to TMZ, Torey, that there were mitigating circumstances, and based on what we know, we believe that Torey going to say it was an accidental shooting. Meghan didn't help the DA effort with social media caption, where she since have been deleted, that says she had her back to the SUV when she was shot in the heel. That might indicate that she didn't see with her own eyes Torey allegedly pull the trigger. You can recall video in the incident shows cops pulling over the SUV at Hollywood Hills with Torey lying face down on the pavement and Meghan tiptoeing, leaving bloody footprints with each painful step. TMZ broke the story. Meghan injuries to her feet were so bad she had to go to an operating room to remove the bullets or bullet fragments. So that is like breaking news. We're getting that. And this is what I want to say. It's going to be difficult to prove if she had her back turned, because she said she was turned away. When I was walking away, he shot me. Now, she did post that on social media. Now, how do you know that he pulled the trigger and your head was turned and you was turned away from the vehicle? Of course, my radio, Malago Grounds, we waiting on a response from her because she interviewed the father and she don't believe that Meghan is innocent. She believes that Meghan is guilty of lying on Torey Lanez. Of course, we checked out some of her tweets. Now, she broke the story and interviewed Meghan and Stallion's father. And with that interview, TMZ Live picked up that interview and they were talking about it as well. And she got impressed with it. But we are remain to be seen to see if she has something to say regarding the incident, because I think she was on the side that Meghan and Stallion is guilty and that Torey Lanez is innocent. I believe that's what she believes. I'm going to read some of the tweets that's coming up. So there was a broken window. Okay. People were similarly cut by a broken glass in the SUV while officer located the vehicle when the gun was fired, TMZ said. So we're just waiting on more info. And they said this is what I'm reading. It said Torey Lanez were arrested the night of the shooting but released after posting bail Prosecutors are recommending that the bill be set at $1.1 million at its arraignment. Meghan Stallion, whose real name is Meghan P.T., is identified in the felony complaint only as Meghan P. So we are definitely getting it all in there. And of course, under the California Penal Code 245A2PC, no injury or firing a firearm is required under the statute. A firearm is defined as any device designed to be used as a weapon from which a discharge or expelled through a bearer by explosion or a form of combustion. A firearm can also include a semi-automatic firearm, a machine gun, or an assault weapon. So everybody is having different thoughts. Of course, we got the phone lines open up. A lot of people, but I believe if you do not get convicted, it will be because of Meghan's words. She said she was walking away. So if you walking away, if I'm walking away with my back turned this way, how can I see somebody boom pow hit me in my heel? Because you were hit in the heel. How can you see who did what and you walking away? Now we got the phone lines open up and people call in because now Torey Lanez have been charged with shooting Meg. And I'm glad for all the people that just coming in, he have been charged. I read it directly from TMZ. Somebody said I sound crazy. Torey Lanez have been charged in connection with the shooting involving Meghan and Stallion, just weeks after the singer was released an album claiming his innocence. So he did all that talking and they charged him. Now, my thing is this: what made them take so long charging this man with a crime? Torey Lanez have been charged, and I'm putting it in here. He did have been charged with a crime. Everybody is talking about this situation all across the country. I know I had a couple of folks sending me emails saying that they don't believe this, but I'm saying, hey, the DA saw enough evidence to charge him. Now, he's not been convicted. Now, let's be clear. I went on Tasha K page, and this is what Tasha K wrote. Let me see if I can pull up her IG, because we went on her IG, and her caption was, charged, not convicted. Hashtag unwind with Tasha K. Hashtag now I got to go. So that's what the said is. But when my radio interviewed the father is denying all claims that his son did it. According to the records, according to the song, Torey Lanez said he was set up and that they wanted to pay him to keep quiet. That's what they're saying in this. That's what he said with the music. Now, I know a lot of people got a lot of stuff to say about it. We went to Tasha K page. LOL. Yeah, I went right on Tasha K page, and that's what she said on there. Of course, we're waiting for my radio to respond because I do believe that Torey did shoot Meghan Thee Stallion. Now, can they prove it? That's a whole nother step. Can they prove it? That's a whole nother thing. That's what we got to get to. It's not what you wrote, it's what you could prove in court. That's the key. Because can they prove it? That's what I'm saying. We're sitting here and we're saying these things. The question is, can it be proven that Torey Lanez was the player? Now, is Kelsey a witness? Because it was other people in that vehicle. Now, if she changed and said he did not do it, then that's a whole nother story. But as of right now, he has been charged. So everybody that was calling in, we're saying, like, why haven't he been charged? Would he have been charged? My radio already responded. Remember, she said, arguing with him, and he walked away and he shot her. My radio post something. Okay, let me see what she posted, because she was a part of the story because she interviewed the father. Yes, she did. And that was a good interview. And shout out to her because she got publications by TMZ. So that was dope. I enjoyed that interview, by the way. I did. I enjoy it. It is time for Kelsey to speak. If we have her Instagram, I will send her a voice note. So if you have the Instagram, I will send her a voice note. If you have the Instagram, Kelsey Instagram, if I can send her a voice note, you don't know. But the reason why I'm saying this, and I know a lot of people, see, the thing about it is, Meghan did not do a good job. She should have never made a statement talking about she was walking away and that Torey shot me. and he was charged. But the prosecutors are saying they're not going to have a strong enough case because Meghan Words was saying that while she was walking away, he shot me. So with that being said, we are sitting here and we're saying that how would she know that he shot her and your back is turned? Even though I believe that Torey Lanez shot her, but if you bring this in a court of law, if you're walking away, how would you be able to see what was going on if you literally walking away? That's what I have to say. Now, he was charged. Now, of course, he's out on bail, but he was charged. As reported, the prosecutor have said they were mulling over a charge of felony assault with a firearm against Torey after Meghan said she was shot back in July. Remember, Torey had been arrested, but only charged with possession of a firearm. Prosecutors are now pointing the finger at Torey as the man who pulled the trigger, leaving Meghan with a gruesome foot injury. Variety said he was charged with assault, semi-automatic weapon, 1 felony count, and case number BA490599, Los Angeles, California, Los Angeles County. They put the case number in all. So there we go. It's coming up. Okay. Somebody said, why? Because Tasha is a celebrity. She's a blogger. Why not? I have the connection. Who cares? Now reading that. Now, if anybody want to call in, y'all can call in and speak on this subject. And I'm gonna post the number down there. Now, don't wait and don't let me tell y'all some people. Y'all got a tendency when I'm about to end, then we get flooded with calls. Because last time I was on the show, we was talking. Oh, Wiley, open up the phone. I'm like, wait, I talked for a whole 2 hours. And we trying to get, we might have a special guest. So someone say, I think they only charge him because of his album. That's what you think? You think because he did come with that album. And see, I would have never kept. Well, if I did it, you get all the albums out. But I do believe he shot her. I believe so. I don't believe Kelsey did it. I don't believe the security. I believe he did it. Now, can they prove it? That's the question. Lots of folks doesn't mean that they're innocent. A lot of folks are never convicted. That doesn't mean they're innocent. But we're talking about if he's not going to be convicted, he was innocent. You're guilty unto what you're innocent to proving guilty in this country. Thank you, Lola. So, with that being said, I'm going to open up the lines and let you all speak up on it. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hey, Wiley. Hey to the chat. What was he charged with?
He was charged with hold on, let me tell you. He was charged a felony assault with a firearm. Mm-hmm. That's what he was charged.
For real?
If convicted, the rapper / singer faces up to 22 years and 8 months in prison. I'm sorry. He was charged 1 count of assault with a semi-automatic firearm and 1 count of carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle. He was charged.
Well, hold on, because I wanted to look at your chat. I'm so sorry. Well, it is what it is.
Because he's short. Hold up. Somebody said, why you? Because he's short. He did it. He was there. He was the aggressor, and he already have a history of beating women. So yes, I believe he shot her. Who else could have did it? He was there. What was it? Kelsey? Kelsey said no. I believe it was Torey Lanez, and he was arrested because he had the weapon. He was charged with just possession of a firearm. It wasn't even registered. So, with that being said, that's why I'm saying he's the prime suspect, and I ain't changing my opinion.
And then the person who was assaulted ID'd him. Didn't she do that on live?
Yes, she did. She said that ninja.
Okay, then. So why
her.
Is it that Meghan's words mean nothing? She said he shot me. So I mean, I think that's right there. And then on top of that, there's probably a whole lot of other evidence. This is why they took their time to do what they did. You get what I mean? Because they wanted to make sure that they had the right situation, the right story, and all of the evidence that was needed before they came down with that charge. So I'm not surprised because of that album. I'm not surprised what he said on that album, the way he was talking. He ever flat out deny what he did, what he's accused of? He was just like, how do you know your back was turned? How do you know somebody shot you from the back? That's how he was talking. So the very language in his music made spoke to a person that was not innocent, if you get what I'm saying, Wiley.
I get what you're saying, and I just think a lot of women are jealous of Meghan because they're not built like Meghan. Meghan is a beautiful woman, and so I think jealousy is saying that she's not innocent. She's the victim.
Well, listen, I'm telling you, Wiley, I'm not even gonna go there, but when it comes to a lot of these women, they are extremely, extremely brutal to other women. That's their whole makeup. That's just how they are, especially to other black women. As soon as if you've ever paid attention, as soon as it's another black woman, they just, she lying. They did that in so many situations, even as obvious as say like an R. Kelly. That's what they do. They're built on jealousy and hatred for other women. That's just their whole makeup. Okay, and it's sad when you'll see it when there's a situation that something tragic has happened to the woman. Automatically, especially if involves a black man, they automatically no matter what it could be caught on camera. It's always what she do. She must have did something, because that's just how brutal these women are. They're just vicious.
Thank you so very much for calling in, sister.
All right, take care.
All right, now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, the number is 5840. Call you on air.
Hey, well, this is the legendary icon from New York. Praise to the Most High. Praise to the Most High. So you guys have to go back and watch that video. It's the reason why he did a video to that extent, that video. He knew that this day will come. And as you can see, the glove didn't fit his hands like O.J. Simpson. So therefore, it got thrown out. Okay? She has to prove that he shot her. They test him for gun residue when they booked him. They didn't test no one else because no one else on record got arrested. So where's the gun residue? You have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. And I rest my case.
All right, the icon from New York. Somebody said he needs to do his time, learn his lesson, and move on. Thank you, icon. Okay, let's go to the next caller. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hey, Wiley. I was listening to the icon from New York, and I totally agree with him. They would have had to look for gun residue on his hands. They would not have let him go. Also, what happened to the bodyguard? And also in Meghan Live, she said, why they not locked up? Well, who was they? Who were they? So, and why would Meghan, why is Meghan and her best friend not talking anymore? If that was your best friend, your sister, y'all was down for whatever, you don't let conflict get in the way, no matter a man, nothing. So I find that this whole situation is going to be fishy, and we won't find out until the trial really comes. Do I think Torey really shot her? I think the bodyguard did it, honestly. That's what I think. I think the bodyguard did it because it was 4 people in the car. I think Torey bodyguard did it. That's what I think.
That's what you
Goodbye.
think? Okay, well, thank you so very much. But I do believe Torey, shot her because he's short-tempered, and that's what I believe.
Wiley short and short temper don't got nothing to do with nobody shooting nobody. I'm short and I'm not short tempered.
So, okay. So
it ain't got to do with anything. If the thing is, Wiley, he would have never made bail. If they found gun residue, all of that, they would have not let that man leave prison. Let me tell you something. The prison system is made for black men, honestly. So regardless of what, if he was an entertainer or not, they would have not let him make bail, regardless. He's not one of them like A-list entertainers or nothing like that. If he was guilty, no matter what Meghan said, the DA would have picked that case up real quick. So I feel like there is no case, because why is it taking them so long? He put out that album, they fishing there. But if they thought, now they're trying to stick him with some, okay, you had an unregistered gun, it was in the car. They're trying to stick him with something. But at the end of the day, they would not have let him go. He would have never made bail. He would have never made bail that day.
All right.
Absolutely not.
Thank you for calling in.
And get out the short syndrome, Wiley. I love you, though.
Love you, too. All right, let's go to the next caller. 4713. You're live on the air.
What's up, Wiley?
Hey.
How are you?
All right.
So I wasn't gonna call in, but I do agree with the first two the previous two callers. And also what made me call in too was when you were like, oh, well, you feel like most of the women that don't believe her and stuff, it's because they're jealous of how she's built and how she's looked. I don't think it has anything to do with how she looks. Like, do not get me wrong. Megan Thee Stallion is a beautiful black woman. She is. But there are chicks on the street that'll give her a run for her money. Also, people aren't believing her because she switched her story numerous of times, which you have reported as well. So I don't think it has anything to do with nobody believing her because they're intimidated by the way she looks. No, the story doesn't add up. You switch your story numerous times. Then another thing too, when you were like, well, you believe Torey did it, blah, 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 because he has a history of putting his hands on women. There's public knowledge. There's a police report of Megan Thee Stallion putting her hands on her ex-boyfriend when they were together before she even got big. So she has a paper trail of her abusing men as well. So, I mean, it goes both ways. So, I mean, if we're going to use his past against him, people need to do their research and look up the police report that her ex-boyfriend, when he called the police on her, for her putting her hands on him. So I just think it's just crazy. And like I said, like the caller said too, yeah, I just feel like they just want to stick him with anything. And I don't really think that it's like the justice system. I think it's Rock Nation. I think Rock Nation is going above and beyond to do what they can do to end this man's career.
So you think
and that's just what I think.
Okay, thank you so very much. All right, the number is 646-716-8447. 646-716-8447. Let's go to the phone lines. 4185, call you on air. 4185. Hello. Okay. We are live right now, and this is what I want to say. I do believe that Torey Lanez did it. And let me tell you why. Because he's short and he have a history of beating women. And he was there. And my sister, my beautiful black queen, Meghan Thee Stallion said so. So I believe that black woman. 3569, Carly on air.
Yeah, my whole thing is Megan Thee Stallion said that them three got locked up. She said that in her video that the three people got locked up.
Right. And so they keep saying about gun residue. They could have done all of that and still use that to charge him. I believe that he did it. And they have that. I don't believe that the DA, the district attorney, would charge him if they didn't have no case.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was about to say. And he was only like they was arguing in the car
or whatever, and he shot her. Like, who else did it? If he didn't do it, who else did it? The bodyguard or the friend? Like, come on now. Yeah, like it's just plain and simple. Like, he did it, and he beat Selena Powell up or whatever, and he did something to her. He have a track record of disrespecting and beating up women. He have a track record.
And beating up the Yoni, because I guess he was beating up Megan Thee Stallion Yoni and Kelsey Yoni. And my thing is this.
Right.
It's just a whole mess. But I do believe that black woman was shot by Torey Lanez.
They need to get the ballistics off the gun or whatever, and then they're going to know exactly who shot what. Or they probably did get the ballistics off the gun. Now that's why they charging him with shooting her.
Facts. And he goes to court next week. And I wish we had the resource to go to LA to stand outside the courthouse and report on it, but we will be reporting on it next week because he will be going to court next week. And so this story is just keep going. This is the hottest story of 2020. Okay. Well,
I'm gonna be right here with you. I'm gonna be right here with online. I'm talking about it.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so very much for calling in. The number is 646-716-8447. A comment said this, quote, while you don't walk if the police find gunshot residue on your person, that will stop for a shooting report. The gun would have been tested. I believe the gun was tested and Torey Lanez got it. We don't know all the evidence, but we do know that Torey Lanez shot Meghan and that the DA have charged him. I said what I said, and I stand by my beautiful black sister, Meghan Thee Stallion. 4185, caller, you on the air.
Hi, Wiley.
Hi, you sound loud and clear.
I just think the whole thing is crazy, and it's just, I believe there's a chunk of the story that we don't know yet. So when it comes to the situation, I'm just 50-50. Because it's going to look bad if she's lying about anything, and it's going to look bad on him as well. So I'm just in between about the whole situation, and I can't wait until they go to court until Tuesday so we can figure out what's the big chunk that we're missing. Because they already said that Kylie's not following her anymore, and a couple of other people. So something is definitely cooking up in the box. We don't know, but I'm looking forward to know the full story, hopefully by next week.
I'm here, me too, and I want to report on it because I was out at Kroger's, getting some chicken wings for my air fryer, and I get the update, that they charged Torey Lanez. And I said if he did it, he should have been charged. And my thing is, what made them wait so long to charge him? But we are in a pandemic. You're talking about Los Angeles. It's a big district, a big county, so it's a lot to deal with. But I do believe he did it.
Yeah. And I want the story to also come out. Why were, Meghan friend and him, they were arrested, right? Both of them was arrested, right? Except for Meghan.
Right, because she had to go to the hospital because her ankle or her heel, she had to get surgery to get the bullet or bullet fragments, according to TMZ, removed from her foot.
And nobody has said anything about the security guard.
Nobody has said anything about the security guard. And I think the reason why, because Torey, that was his gun. That wasn't a security guard gun. And that's why he was arrested. And I do believe that security guard in the court, he gonna speak up. And Kelsey gonna speak up. I don't think, maybe they already work with the DA and the DA telling them don't go to social media, could have messed up our case. Megan possibly could have messed up the case by saying he shot me, I was walking away and he shot me. When you walking away, there's no way in the world you can see somebody shooting you and you're walking away. So that piece right there, I best believe Torey Lanez's defense attorney is going to use that.
Well, I hope Meghan is telling the truth, because if it comes out that she's lying, social media, people are going to give her hell.
It's up for her career. Her career will be over.
Yep.
And then,
people are going to give her hell.
And then Erica Banks to be up next in line.
Well, thanks for talking to me, Wiley. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, the phone lines is open, people. We're gonna get to everybody. You don't have to super chat your way to the top. You actually can call in for free. 2679, call you on the air. 2679. You're live on the air. Area code 669. You live on the air. Okay. All right. 4965. Caller, you on the air.
Hello, Wiley.
Yes.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
I'm talking about the Meghan and Stallion and Torey Lanez. What you got to say about the subject?
Hey, Wiley, listen, I'm calling in from Chicago, right? And the thing about this Meghan and Stallion stuff and then Torey Lanez is, I think the justice system and the DEA want to pit black people against one another, you know, and we have to stop this stuff and this madness. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he did, maybe he didn't, but that's up to the courts and the system to, you know what I'm saying, find him guilty or not guilty.
I love you, Wiley. We called from Chicago. We love you.
I love you too. All right, Chantel in the house.
But I mean, well, you know, my wife watch you all the time, Wiley, and I guess the truth gonna come out. This shot town in the building, baby. What's up, Wiley? It's my first time calling in, but I had to chime in on this Meghan Stallion, this Torey Lanez. Me being a black African young man that's been through the system, there's no justice.
Okay.
You understand, Wiley? It's just us. You know what I'm saying, Wiley? So we have to stop pitting each other against one another. It's already it's a pandemic. It's an epidemic. You know what I'm saying, Wiley? That's my wife in the background. Hey, Wiley, it's already enough going on. Enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? We got the people with the overalls in the West Wing. You know what I'm saying? Trying to take away our chicken wings.
Okay, Wiley, we love you.
I love you, Wiley, but I'm just saying, okay, what I'm saying, Wiley, right, what I'm saying is that let the stuff play out. Let the system play out. You know what I'm saying? And the courts will decide if he's guilty or not.
All right.
You saying, Wiley? Okay, you see?
Thank you so very much.
Okay, hey, Wiley, look, man, I love you, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep hope alive.
Keep hope alive.
Bye, Wiley.
Bye. All right, love you
I'm
too.
gonna cash out you, okay?
Okay. All right.
I'm about to cash out you right now.
All right.
With the wife now, caller. I'm gonna cash out you right now.
Yes.
I'm gonna put Shamika from Chicago in there, okay?
Okay, Shamika. Bye-bye.
I'm about to cash out him.
Okay. What? What? What the world just happened? It felt like I'm at a block party or something. Let's go to the phone lines, caller. 6367. You live on the air. 6367.
Hey, Wiley.
Hi.
I stick to my same opinion about the situation. I think it's a chance they both may be telling the truth. Even though he was presented with charges today, I still I can't totally say that he's guilty. I do want to hear from the other people that were inside of the vehicle. I think all we can do is pretty much just wait until things ride out and we get all the details. But as far as I'm concerned, I cannot say that he is guilty. And that's just my opinion.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in.
Bye, Wiley.
Bye-bye. Shout out to people that's calling in. We got some of the best callers in the world. Oh, wow. 2679, call you on the air. 2679.
Huh?
Hello.
I'll get up sleep because of y'all. I love y'all.
Oh, come on. Who got that canceled? Okay. 8362, call you on the air.
Hey, Wiley, how you doing? Hey, I just want to make sure who's listening in is taking it serious. They're listening to the other blogs saying that Meg is lying or Torey is lying when no one is really looking at the security guard. No one has ever said anything about him in the whole midst of everything. So I think that even though she presented all this information to the public with the medical records, people are still saying she's lying. But if it had been a white woman, it would have been something different.
You're right. If it would have been white, they would have been right on it. Said that, throw him in jail.
Right. They would have been like, hey, she's innocent, but with it being a black woman and with her starting off her career, they have to understand this other independent artist. She's fighting with her label too. So Torey isn't the only independent artist in the world who's fighting for his masters or have won them back. So they can try to pin that on it, but he's not the only independent artist that has won their masters back, and she's fighting with her label too. So we'll just see what happens.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All righty, y'all have a good night.
Okay. All right, the number is 646-716-8447. You guys, I'm trying to have to reschedule my special guest because y'all on this Meghan and Stallion, and I don't want y'all dragging my guests. We got to reschedule this interview that I have with one of my guests because y'all ain't about to drag because y'all turned up about this Meghan and Stallion. 6912, call you on the air. 6912. 6912. Okay. 7762, call you on the air.
Hi, yes. My name is Kim. What I want to say is, I don't understand how you say, like, really, they saying she got out the car and her back was turned. But you got to understand, if you getting out of the car, right, and your back is turned, you also can turn your neck, right? You can turn your neck around and look to the back. So that right there, that just keep bothering me when people keep saying, oh, her back was turned, how she know? It's only two people in the back of the car. And that's her friend, and that's Torey. So if she's getting out of the car, she could turn her neck around and still see with her back turned. She still have a neck, right?
But yes, but she said she was walking away, and that's a good defense that the lawyers could say, if you walking away, ma'am, how can you say that he shot you and you're bleeding? So
okay, and she's walking away, but she still can turn her neck. She could still turn around and look to the back of her as she's walking away. Is that not possible?
Anything is possible, but Torey Lanez is a very short guy, and it was dark. So if I was his defense attorney, how can you say you look and it's dark? It was dark during that time, ma'am. So, and you know, in California, it gets really dark, but she said she was walking away.
Okay. She said she's walking away. So that don't mean the whole time she's in the car, she don't see him with a gun. She could see him with a gun and she's walking away, but she knows he has his gun. There's only two people in the back. That's Kelsey and that's Torey. Now, she could have seen him with a gun, and that could have been another reason why she got out the truck and walked away. Like, I want everybody to just stop trying to downplay that this girl got on live and said she was shot by him. I don't think she would get on there and lie and say, Torey shot me. I don't think she would do that. I really won't. I don't think nobody would actually do that and mess their career up by saying somebody shot them and they didn't. It's a small vehicle. They not inside of a ballroom or a club. They inside of a small vehicle. And if she say he shot me, he shot her. Period.
I feel you on that. Well, thank you, ma'am, for giving us that. And you keep hope alive, sister. Stay strong.
Okay, you too.
Okay, now that was a good point. These callers, y'all calling in today. I'm loving it. I feel like getting up shout. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hi, Wiley.
All right.
Okay, to that caller, let's not act like Torey didn't just not give us the blueprint of what happened. He basically exposed the industry. Why is they pursuing charges now? After he dropped Daystar, after he exposed the industry with the video Most High and talking about the music label and how they're doing people and how they're coming after him after he got his masters. Because this incident happened in July. Had the police had any type of evidence or anything from July, August to September, why did they wait till after he dropped Daystar and after he dropped that video to try and pursue charges against him? Meghan jumped online in July and wrote a statement out to state that somebody intentionally tried to harm her. And then a week or so later, she jumped out and said that Torey is the one that shot her. So she had already named him about almost 2 months ago as her shooter. Why now, after he dropped the album and exposing the music industry and Rock Nation and what they was trying to do to him, why now are they pursuing and pressing charges up against him? And then they didn't charge him with shooting her; they charged him with assault. So they're not technically saying. I mean, if you look at everything, because I mean, it don't make sense. And then what the caller was saying, as far as if her back is turned, let's not forget that Meghan never stated that she was shot until several days later. It could have been the music industry. It could have been the people around her in her camp to say, oh, say he shot you, say he shot you. If these people are truly after him because he did reclaim his masters, if these people are really, because let's not act like the music industry is not a dirty industry. Let's not act like a lot of people have not gotten violated or have found themselves in peculiar situations behind this whole music industry. Let's not act like the industry is not corrupt. We're not going to sit up here and play blind to that, because a lot of people have lost their lives or have found themselves in jail, or they dead broke, bankrupt, and a whole bunch of stuff with respect to this whole music industry. So let's not act like this is a good industry. She put her career on the line because, again, if she's instructed by higher ups to say, okay, say this and say that, and she feel like these people got her back, that's what she's going to jump out there and say. My only thing is that why didn't they charge him July, August, or September? Why after he dropped Daystar and after he did that video exposing the music industry, did they decide now they want to pursue charges against him? Because do they feel like that he's making a mockery when he said that all he hears is free Torey, when he has the judge and saying that he's innocent and all this other type of stuff? Do they feel like he's trying to make a mockery? So they feel like they're going to make an example out of him. And even though they don't have enough evidence, they're going to try and concoct some evidence. Because let's not act like they don't do that. Let's not act like there's a lot of people in jail right now for some concocted evidence for stuff that they didn't have. Let's not act like prosecutors don't go after people and pursue charges when they really don't have evidence against them.
Wow. Thank you so very much.
So, all right, Wiley.
Thank you. Well, that's one of my favorite callers. I love her voice. Okay. Wow, we got a lot of callers. Okay, y'all. Short and sweet. 7466. You live on the air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
How's it going? Hope you're doing good tonight. Why is everybody acting like Torey Lanez is Bill Cosby? Are we really doing the, where they're always attacking black men? Do they not attack black women as well? Because this seems like this whole live stream is an attack on a black woman. I'm so lost. And of course, I'm not talking about you, Wiley, but I'm just speaking on some of the callers really making this out to be something way larger than it is. Sweetie, I don't even think, did Torey Lanez album even reach #1? Y'all are giving him way too much ammunition to feel the way that he already feels, which is, I'm the shit and can't nobody tell me anything. So I'm a little lost on that. But the young woman who spoke on the fact that the gun situation, I thought that they said that Torey's gun was registered. That gun that was found, or the gun in question, is it not registered to him? Or was that never?
It's registered because, excuse me, they said it was his gun. It was his gun. So, because I do believe that he shot Meghan. That's just my belief.
Right. And like the young lady said, she said that if we all knew that the only gun in question was Torey Lanez's gun, then why would it even be a question as to who shot her? Meghan did not need to see who shot her if we all knew the gun that was in question that was there that night.
Okay.
It was him.
Okay, because right here he was charged
even...
because he was arrested because it was an unregistered firearm. And they charged him with, they said, carrying a loaded unregistered firearm in a vehicle. They charged him 1 count of assault with a semi-automatic firearm and 1 count of carrying a loaded unregistered firearm in a vehicle.
Not sure what the confusion is on that, but here we are. Before it was, well, if Pete really shot her, then why he ain't in jail? Why he ain't charged? Well, now he's charged. So what's it gonna be when his ass is locked up? What's it gonna be when his ass is locked up?
They gonna say he was trying.
He didn't do it, and the black man is always being torn down. If y'all don't get out of here with that stuff, I'm getting tired of it. It's getting really old. Everybody is using this whole, they're always trying to take us down. Let it go. He did it. That's that. Love you, Wiley. Good night. Love you.
Good night. Okay.
Bye.
Oh, bye-bye. 4486, calling on the air. 4486. Hello. 4486.
Hey, Wiley, how are you?
All right.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Good. So let me talk about Torey and Meghan Thee Stallion. First of all, I'm not neither or fan. First of all, Meghan discredits herself when she first came out and didn't want to say who shot her. That's the first thing. The second thing is if Meghan got shot, why isn't she talking to all her so-called friends? Why isn't anybody talking to her? Why is everybody turning on her? And the other thing is, Torey has only been charged. It doesn't mean he's guilty. He has not even gone to court yet. So the only thing that's going to do, since he has been charged, is to force everybody to come to the surface and testify. That's all that's going to do. So I know a lot of females getting on here saying that, like they on Meghan's side. I'm a female. If you're wrong, you're wrong. And if you pay attention to Meghan's history, Meghan is a wild young girl that needs to calm down. She's still twerking, she's still drinking, she's still doing everything else. So at the end of the day, until this man goes to court and get charged, I'm just waiting for the outcome. Because if you leave it up to me, I say throw the whole case away because there's too much going on. And I believe some other people, bigger people higher up, is behind Meghan Thee Stallion. Look how after all that allegedly happened, she was getting deals left and right, So at the end of the day, it is what it is. And honestly, I hope he don't come. I hope he's not guilty.
Okay.
That's all I had to say.
Well, thank you so very much for calling in. All right.
All right.
Okay now.
Bye-bye.
Bye. 6912, calling on the air.
Hey, Wiley, how are you?
All right.
Okay, so I really just want to speak on the whole Meghan situation. Just bouncing off that last caller, I do think that we need to get rid of that whole mindset that women that twerk aren't educated or can't amount to anything. Like, at the end of the day, she's young, she's having fun. Like, she's the hottest rapper. If that's what she wants to do, I mean, so be it. I do agree with the caller that said she gets annoyed with people saying, how did she see who shot her? Obviously, she turned around. There was only 4 people. The gun was registered to Torey. And if anything, he probably could have just said, oh, the gun was his security, gun who was driving. So why didn't they just do that? He would have just already been out of that charge right then and there. But obviously it's registered to him. It's his. The bullets can be traced back to whatever gun shot it. And obviously we know that it was shot. She had fragments in her foot. She showed it. Kelsey came out saying it wasn't her. who else would it have been? I don't know if people saw that, what was it, that headline saying, Torey said dance bitch before he shot at her. And I low-key kind of believe it, because if you think about it, he can't come out and say it was him, because obviously he's going to lose his case. He's going to go to jail. But he can say, I didn't shoot her because it didn't hit her. You know what I mean?
Right. And then I want to be clear, the DA said it was an unregistered firearm, and that was the charge that he was charged with. With the DA, the district attorney, charged him. They say charge him with 1 count of assault with a semi-automatic firearm and 1 count of carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle.
You know, she also did say the reason why she didn't come forward right away was because she did want to protect everybody in the car. There were obviously, you know, at the end of the day, let's keep it real. It was 4 Black people in the car. Some of them were armed. And with everything going on in the country right now, who wouldn't be scared in that situation? And then look at all the press that it's getting. So it's kind of unfair for people to want to kind of like come at her, and she's trying to protect, you know, Black women, Black men. She was just trying to keep the situation, you know, under wraps. But everybody's just kind of blowing it out of proportion. We all know what really happened, and he shot her. Even if he didn't shoot her, he shot at her. And that's enough to make him guilty.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. The number is 646-716-8447. Let's go to the next caller. Everybody will be heard. 7461, caller, you on air.
Can you hear me, Wiley?
Yes.
How you doing? So I just wanted to say to the lady that said about Meghan not looking back, have anybody in here been shot? When you get shot, that shit burns you in shock. You're not turning around and look and see who shot you. You in pain. You trying to figure out what the hell just happened to me. So looking back to see who did it is really, really not an option. You know what I'm saying? And I think that once Torey started seeing how everybody was going against Meghan, he did the album to get a bag. And that was it.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. The number is 646-716-8447. 646-716-8447 is the number. Let's go. What up, Skimo in the chat? 3071, caller, you on there.
Yes, I just have a few things to say.
Yes, ma'am.
For all those people who are coming up with these stories about how Torey didn't do it, just keep that same energy when you become a victim or someone in your family becomes a victim and that suspect has a family who's coming up with them same stories. You would not want to hear it. And also, when there's a crime committed, oftentimes they want you to stay apart because they want you to keep the same story that they gave you that night. They want you to use that same story for court. If you were around the same person, your stories will change from the first night that they took your report. So I just want people to think about it. The way you guys are coming up with all these stories for Torey, somebody could be doing the same thing when something happens to you or your loved one. Have a good night.
All right. Thank you, sister. All right. Number is 646-716-8447. 9452, caller, you on the air.
Hey, Wiley, how are you?
All right.
Okay, so I wanted to bring up a couple things in regards to the charges because I feel like people are missing the point, right?
Okay.
So the charges actually prove that the DA is unsure if Meghan was shot or not. So if we look at the actual statute in California, no injury or firing of the firearm is required, meaning that the DA does not need to prove if Meghan was injured or that the gun was fired, but that there was a firearm present with the intent to harm. So that's the difference here. The DA is not saying, yes, he shot her. What they're saying is that he had something with the intent to harm. Now, in order for the DA to win, they need to prove that Torey acted intentionally and that he knew he was doing something to force. But we have to look at the reasonable doubt here. Meghan has said she was walking away. That doesn't mean she doesn't know who shot her. But if Torey can prove that his act was in self-defense, such as him being faced with a threat, immediate harm, or she was cussing him out, because remember she was acting a little wild, as what he said in the car. If he can prove that Meghan was doing something in that state of mind where he felt like he was being threatened, he can win the case, because in that instance he can defend himself. Now this is going to be huge for the people in the car. If the people in the car also agree that Torey was initially the one being provoked, that's going to look bad for Meghan as well. But there's more to see. So remember, this statute is not talking about him shooting Meghan. It's saying that he had a gun with the intent to harm her. They don't need to prove if he shot it. They don't need to prove if she was injured. They just need to prove that the gun was in his hand. Have a good night. Bye. All
right, bye. Okay. She sounds like impressive on the line. She got that impressive voice. All right. 3500.
Hey, what's up, Riley?
Hey.
Hey, what's going on? Okay, so real quick. So in California, you can't really have a gun in your car, period. So off top, he's going to get some type of time. Second point, real quick. People bully people, right? People bully people if they feel like they can't stop them or they can't pop them, right? So my question is, even though it's a little bit off topic, when Milan Christopher was coming for Armand Wiggins, where was that same energy that he had for Prince and that he has for Storm Monroe? Because Wiley, if you remember, Milan Christopher said, "I'm going to pop your ass when I see you." Excuse my language. And Armand's response was, "Oh, I want you to hit me so I can get some money. Not that I'm going to twirl with you. I'm going to do this or that." It wasn't none of that. He wasn't giving none of that. So anyway, Armand, keep the same energy for everybody. Good night, Wiley.
Good night. I want it to be known this is about Meghan and Stallion and Torey Lanez, and that's what it's all about. I stand with my black sister, black women. I stand with that. And this is what I want to say. We have to honor our black sisters, our black women, because black women are the most disrespected race of people on the planet. And so I standing with Meghan. She was a victim. And if she was white, if that was a Kim Kardashian got hit in her ankle or pinky toe, the conversation would be so much sympathy on the line. But since she's black, you question her. And so that's what I want to say on that. And to my next subject with Storm Monroe, he offered a young man, a guy that is homeless. He gave him $100. And he cashed out him $100. And of course, people are saying, hey, he's paying for interviews. He cashed out a homeless guy and gave the homeless guy $100. And he said for an interview just to get the guy's attention. But of course, Storm Monroe competitors are using that to spin a narrative that he is a platform payola and all of those things. But he offered a guy that was homeless, gave the guy $100, and he said for an interview. And the guy would have gotten more money with that. And so, of course, his competitors are doing this. And let me tell y'all something. When it comes to this Storm Monroe situation and stuff, the show that we did last night, listen, you guys, people will tell you the most nastiest thing. I was called ghetto, ignorant, ugly, disgusting. These terms that the other folks say about me, but I don't care about the words that you said because that's how you feel. I am beautiful and nobody cannot tell me otherwise because I know it. And so, but hearing that filth of language, it just will tell you where that person is at. And to Storm Monroe, he done a good deed and the guy returned the money, but the guy is in a homeless show. He's homeless. And so that's what Storm Monroe did. And of course, his competitors are upset because they didn't get to 100,000, but they will get there, and people talk about my numbers. Why I'm getting dragged. I'm just a little guy. I'm just a radio guy. I'm just a guy that talk about stuff. And then, you hear people when they talk and they say they only like him because he's retarded and he got a mental illness. You see how people talk? I will feel like if you have a mental illness and follow something like that, he's talking about you too. When it's a lot of people that, and let me tell you this, be very careful how you talk about people with mental illness because you can have a mental breakdown too. Just be careful. Everything you done to me, I already done to you. You better be very careful. Talk about people with mental illness. And if something can happen, a tragedy or something can happen in your life, and you end up having that. You better be very careful. And then it be public, and then everybody said, well, when you said that, all that, be very, very careful with that. And just because you have mental illness does not make you retarded. That's an outdated situation. I'm like, I ain't retarded. I'm smart. I hear a couple of little voices. Yes, I had to take a little medication, but retarded, no. I ain't retarded. And this is all I want to say. And I hear you in the chat, and we're gonna open up the phone line. Shout out to Schemo. Schemo, oh wow, should I say this? He came on the show and gave us an exclusive. He came on the Wiley Show. Let me say this about Schemo. I see you in the chat. We were talking about Cardi B, and he came on and gave me the exclusive. Talking about he didn't know who that Star Marie person was. And so I want to thank you, Schemo, because that brother came on my show when we weren't even at 1,000 subscribers. So, brother, thank you for coming in the chat. And thank you for giving me that exclusive, because you came on to the Wiley Show before we even had 1,000 subscribers. Thank you for that, brother. Let's go to the phone lines. 2948, call you on air. Uh-oh. Hello.
Hello. Good evening. I just want to say that I believe that Jay-Z is involved in it, because you see, if you check it out, as Meghan got her, as Torey got his master, everything started happening bad. Meghan is a very, very cocky artist. And you know what? Cardi B is the hottest female rapper, because most of Nicki Minaj's song is just towards gay people, just gay people. That's why she's not considered a legend or anything like that, because she rap for gays. That is the only people that Nicki Minaj rap that is the only audience Nicki Minaj has. Cardi B have a hardcore rap like Missy and Lily Kim. But Meghan need a bust in the industry. She sell her soul. You can see it. She sell her soul. She sell her soul. I don't know if you see it, but she sold her soul. Torey did, whether Torey shot her or not, they can tell her. She sold her soul. Jay-Z put her up to it. Yes, Jay-Z put her up to it. Yeah. You hearing me?
I hear you. Yeah,
she sell her soul.
Yeah.
Because look how long she take to come out and say Torey shot her. You understand? And then she start getting deal left, right, and center. She sold her soul. And Jay-Z is the one that put her up to it.
Yeah.
Because why has Torey get back his master, things going bad for him. And Meghan is flying like I. And Meghan is not yet his rapper. Cardi B is. Cardi B is. Nicki Minaj song is just gay songs. A lot of Nicki Minaj song is just gay audience. That's why I don't consider her no legend, no icon. She just have one audience. Cardi B have both audience. Because Cardi B rap is hardcore. Nicki Minaj song, mainly gay people play it. And I don't say anything is wrong, but it's mainly gay people play Nicki Minaj song. Okay, all right, then have a good night.
Thank you so much, sir, for saying that. And yes, people do get sell their soul for things. And thank you to that caller for calling in. We have an international show. International. And people talk about paying and talk about pay. Someone way your way to the top. Cash app your way to the top. You have other ways. And so, Storm Monroe, don't be encouraged, brother. This your season. It's your season to be blessed. Storm Monroe, he made you a promise. You stood the test. He's going to open a window and pour you out a blessing. It's your season to be blessed. It's your season. Everybody had a season in this business. You know, one day we could get Cardi B. Let's just use Cardi B for this. And she called to the Wiley Show, and I'll be instantly get thousands of views. It only take one interview, right? And just be happy because numbers does not define you. I'm great. I'm funny. I'm growing. We got 13,000 subscribers, but I remember when we couldn't even get 1,000. Hell, I remember when we couldn't even get 400 people in the chat. We had like 30 people, 10 folks in the chat. We came a mighty, mighty, mighty long way. My interest is not trying to get to 100K. I've always said I'd rather have a bank account with hundreds of thousands or have my investment accounts over 100,000, right? And have investment properties grossing $100,000 a month. That's what my interest lies. It's not into, I want to get 100,000 subscribers. You say that. I want to get all of my investments on Robinhood or all these sites where I have where you get that over 100,000. Have investment properties all over. That's what I want to have for my life. So I'm not so caught up in followers because it's a lot of folks in the business got a blue check and they struggling financially. That's why a lot of these folks say, oh, baby, what? We going to have to get us our OnlyFans. We broke. They got all that money. I mean, they got a blue check. They in media norm. You can Google them, and they need to go get an OnlyFans to sell that punani, sell that yoni. So they booty print. And I've seen it happen. So I don't want to get so caught up on followers. I want to be financially secure. So anytime I want to go out of town, if I want to go to LA right now, I want to have enough money to go and fly LA first class. First class. That's what I want to be. I want to be able to go to New York and fly to New York right now if I wanted to. You know, I want to be secure. I'm not so caught up with followers, right? Because that's a false sense of reality. I want something that's tangible that I can see, that I can feel. Whew. So I said that to say this, you know, shout out to Monroe. He's doing a great job. You could talk about the man all day, but he's doing it, period. Oh, Wiley, you just saying it. I've been saying it when he was on the Wiley Show. Shut up. You don't know what I did over here. We had him over here at the Wiley Show a lot of times. So when people talk against you, we have a lot of great interviews. Neek at Night was on the Wiley Show. Daytime, Schemo. Who else is on here? Raheem Devine. We have people up on here. T-Bars, the rapper, was on the Wiley Show. The list goes on and on and on. And I thank God for those people. So whenever we get 200,000, 300,000, it just bring more attention, more viewership. But I want to be financially secure. I want to be at 100,000. I'm broke. I can't get a bologna sandwich. So when I blow up, you get the exclusive. Yes, Schemo, thank you. Now I'm gonna hold you to that. Because if he, you know, because I've been there. So God is truly doing great things for the Wiley Show. And I thank y'all. And I'm humbled by it. I don't get up here talking about, oh, I'm the best. And I don't have to say it. Because if you are the best, you ain't got to say it every day. You just know it. You know, people that actually got it like that don't have to say it like that. It's just in their essence. We had the G Status. 95% of the cast of G Status been on here. We had Dr. Barbara, the singer. If God won't do it, it won't get done. You know, we had a reverend on this show. Yes, we did. We had Trina Braxton on this show. So we have a beautiful resume. And they came when we didn't have the numbers. Okay, let's go to the phone lines. Oh, Lord, I feel so good today. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Hey, yeah, I just want to say I'm very, very proud of what you're doing. You're doing a good job, and you are going to get there one day, too. It's just one day at a time, and you will get there. As far as Armand goes, Armand, he doesn't even know what he wants or what to do the next day. And he tries to ride this wave when he's beefing with somebody. For example, he did it with T.S. Madison. He rode that wave. Same thing to Tasha K. So he's pretty much blocking his own blessings by doing that. So that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you so very much, caller, for calling in. Thank you. And I love it. And we welcome all callers to come over here at the Wiley Show. Of course, they say, he don't let my viewers speak. Lies. We got one of his supporters. They call into the Wiley Show every day. They even call me on the phone privately. They be calling, hey, Wiley, how you doing? And they be trying to tell. One time she called me so early in the morning, and this is what you need to do for your platform. We didn't never cuss her out. We showed her love because she a viewer. Called me up early. It was early in the morning. The sun wasn't even out. And she called me. She said, Wiley, this is what you need to do for your platform. We respect that. We allow people to call in the show. We do. Even if you're on the other side, we allow them to talk. And best believe we give them a lot of airtime over here. Because I think it's great. I think it's awesome. I listen to both.
You're doing a good job. And yes. I am your subscriber too. I am subscribed to your channel.
Yeah. Well, thank you, sister. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. All right. Now you have a good one. And I love it. And I watch everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye. I watch everybody. I do. Where he understands those some of these people as yes. We got people that's internationally known, but I thank you for calling in from the Trinidad, from Jamaica, from the Caribbeans. You know, we got people from Europe, the UK. We got some people from Africa, South Africa that views up. We got people in Asia. So we have people all over that watches the Wiley Show and subscribe to the show. I didn't think we would have a show like this, so international. Now, thank you. All right, let's go to the phone lines. 2948, Carly on air.
Yeah, and I just want to say something. You see, the reason why I think Rihanna and Beyonce don't do no song together, Beyonce is jealous of Rihanna. If I don't know if you see, but Beyonce is, she's very jealous and she's very calculative. Rihanna is an artist.
You say Beyonce jealous? You say Beyonce is jealous?
Beyonce is jealous. If anything Rihanna touch, it come like it on gold.
What?
Beyonce is jealous of Rihanna. You ever see they collaborated? Beyonce is, if Beyonce could have ended Rihanna's career, she done that long time, but she can't because guess what? Just like how Beyonce is a queen, Rihanna is a queen, so she can't go against Rihanna. And Jay-Z love Rihanna. You understand? Jay-Z consider Rihanna as his sister. So yes, sir, he's not gonna make two cars in be a mother. In try sabotage Rihanna, even though in try, but he can't sabotage Rihanna because Rihanna very powerful in her one. Beyonce very calculative. Whole of people career she ruined. Wallop. You know, see, Meghan the Stallion run go do song with her. Run go do song with her, post up with Blue Ivy, everything. You know, see, I see thing when I love Rihanna. She stay in her one lane. Years now she not release music. And right now she release music as Billboard #1 that I go. Because that is Rihanna. That is Rihanna. That is the thing that Beyonce cannot do. It cannot replace Rihanna. Beyonce cannot be Rihanna because there's only one Rihanna. Beyonce probably have Jay-Z to do his dirty work. Because right now if Beyonce left Jay-Z, Jay-Z is nobody except is without his money. That's why the Meghan the Stallion is trying to go up and be in the elite like Jay-Z, but she cannot do it. She cannot do it. Look at Rihanna. Rihanna worth 600 million. That is not a billion already. And look how long Jay-Z in a game. And look how long it takes for worth 1 billion. And look, Rihanna supposed to have about.
All right.
Right now she did 600 million right now.
Thank you for that. Thank you for bringing that point up. Thank you.
Yeah, Beyonce is very jealous like a bitch.
Okay. Well, thank you, caller.
Okay.
Okay, he said that Beyonce is jealous and that jealous of Rihanna. That is what that caller said. And yes, we you know, sometimes we get a call on that we have to keep on listening till we can understand what they're saying. But we thank each and everybody for coming on. And I heard that and then he called Beyonce a B. I don't know why he called Beyonce that. He must be a big fan of Rihanna. So the number is 646-716-8447. But yeah, I do thank the callers for calling in. Somebody said Rihanna family is calling in. You know, you never know who's gonna call in. And don't let my chuckles or laughter get you. I laugh at a lot of stuff, you know. Okay. Tell her to go to sleep. His chat. Yeah, the chat is literally lit today. But we brought up the Storm Monroe piece, and like I said, it is his season. And one day I will not be the underdog. One day I will be at a big number with 300,000 people following me, 800,000. One day it will come because I'm consistent. And of course, things change. The more success you get, the people around you start to change. Some people start to change. So I'm looking forward to a change. I'm looking forward to that next level. And whatever that next level is going to be awesome. You just never know what Wiley going to be doing in the future. I believe next year will be my year. I believe that. Next year will be my year. I'm going to be able to pay off all my debts with an S. I'm going to be able to travel more. I'm going to be able to do more, invest more into the show. Next year is our year. And my birthday is November 11th, right? November 11th, I will be 30 years old. Hey, I'll be 30 years old. Let me pull up that 30. I'll be 30 years old. I cannot believe I'll be 30 years old. And I thought I'd be in my 20s forever, but it's up. It's been 10 years, 20. I'll be 30 years old. Okay, claiming. Yeah, next year I'm claiming that. I'm claiming that. And for you too. You know, next year is going to be my year. I'm work harder and smarter. I've went to Atlanta. I traveled to Florida. Been to Atlanta before, and I've been back to Chicago. So I've done it. It's just going to continue to grow. I've been in places I've never been before. I never thought I'd be going to Atlanta or to Florida or to any of these other places. And back to Chicago, I have been to a lot of these places, and I thank God for that, right? It's just definitely a blessing. Okay, any more callers? Let me see. Yo, that's right, Wiley. Houston. And then I got to definitely go to Houston, too. I got to get to that. We were supposed to go, but somebody pulled out at the last minute because I don't want to drive that by myself. I want to go there with somebody to Houston, so I can have a good time in Houston. Okay. Let me see. Also, too, Foxy Brown. Okay. Maybe we'll do another live since we got the people here. Foxy Brown, the person that says she's Foxy Brown's niece, is not the niece. According to Malago Grams, that Foxy Brown niece is a catfish. She is an obsessed fan. That is not Foxy Brown niece. That person is an obsessed fan. That she out here catfishing, saying that she is her niece. Okay, that's what that's the word on the street. Word on the street is. She said, "What happened with your niece?" I saw she was upset about how you played it out, and Foxy Brown said, "My who? This person is not my niece at all." So she out there catfishing. That's what it is. Foxy Brown says she's been stalked for years by the woman going on a YouTube campaign saying she portrayed her. She said she never met this woman in her life. And so she went on Unwind with Tasha K, and it didn't work. It didn't work. Okay. So let me see. And then that was that piece. So I told you all that. Tasha K also got on her, and this is what she wrote. They charged Torey for a gun accidentally going off, and some small fragment cut his side chick's toe. Meanwhile, Breonna Taylor killers are free. Make it make sense. This is a diversion from hashtag the Proud Boys, hashtag Unwind with Tasha K, hashtag Now I Got to Go. Then, you know, so she is tweeting right now. She is tweeting right now. So we see her right there. Okay. Then she said no live stream. She said, "Oh, this is Tasha K." She said on Wednesday, no live stream tonight. I done had an allergic reaction to some candles. Wait a minute. Hold up. Okay, let me read this. Hey guys, no live stream tonight, Wednesday. I done had an allergic reaction to some Glad candles. I'm sneezing Oh, okay. I'm sneezing. What the world? What? What? Oh my God. You cannot. Wait a minute. Y'all sneezing. Y'all pray for Tasha. Them candles got her nostrils. Pray for her. I can't. Lord bless her heart. What she had to say? That tickled me. Woo-wee. Okay, God is so good to Tasha K. Lord bless her. Heal her in her body. Lord, touch her in her nostrils down there. Okay. She had an allergy. I scheduled an allergy test for next week. This is a severe allergy attack this year. Pineapples, nuts. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's the allergies. You know, sometimes you get the allergies and stuff, got candles, that's what she said. So we gonna pray. We got on the list. God gonna heal her right there. Right there. Who that tickled me? It tickled me. Whew. Oh gosh. Okay. Yes. So we love her though. We love Tasha K over here. That's just, I don't know why that tickled me like that. But the reason why, allergies is something, and we love Tasha K. I love that sister. I love her. She's in the chat today. We love her. Oh Lord, y'all be careful with them. Be careful with them candles, because sometimes that stuff can get under you. You get them candles got the different scents, and all them candles don't really be working for you like that. Well, I had to take. You had to take Epipen and Benadryl. Okay, well, I have allergies too. My nose be running and stuff, and so I get it. I get it. We want her to be well. Y'all keep her in y'all prayers, because that is something. You definitely got to do that. I understand. My nose running right now. So I understand. And we thank you. Okay. I understand. Because I have allergies too. Dust and all that over there. And that's probably because we got a lot of candles in our house. That's probably why I'm sneezing right now. Got candles and stuff burning. So we support. We love you. We love you, Tasha K. over here. Okay. Thank you so much. She had to take that. So she'll be live on fucking Friday. So is that okay? So tomorrow, I'm gonna know will she be live. If she go live tomorrow, Unsucked Manager, you keep the show going. We need to show Hurricanes head them up tomorrow, and we may have lights or internet. Yes, because we want her to go live tomorrow. So y'all pray for her that the Benadryl come and heal her so she can go live and make sure she get better. You have time to re-up Bad Body Work fragrance and candles. It's the season. My sinus allergies are bad. Yeah, mine's be acting up too. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? Be coughing and stuff like that and stuff. And she can't be doing all that, sneezing up the wines and stuff like that. So we praying for her. Thank you all. We'll be smart. I'm just not drinking. Okay. I'm gonna be right there watching. 7762 calling on air. Hello. Hello. 7762. Okay, then I heard you listen to the show. They said no wine. Now I'm sorry for the people with allergies. My daughter got them bad too. She actually catches a nose. Wow. Wiley's the only commentator who gets all the YouTube grades. Yeah, because she said the candles was got under there. Yeah, you got to be watching out for them candles because they will definitely get under there. Especially you take a Pangea watch, olive leaf extract, candles, all that but you know, all that stuff. But she's still here. Hey, blah, blah, blah. So tomorrow we gonna have, and of course we always do we do a review of her lives. I love her live. I'm a fan of YouTube. I'm a fan of I'm just a fan of Black YouTube. I love it. And I've been following Tasha K ever since 2018. I've been following her. I don't agree with everything she does, but she's entertaining. I love her, and I love her. I love her. I love everybody on YouTube, even the people that think that I don't. I support people. I'll be right there watching. Give them they click and they view. On my SMS, call in. Tasha, my allergies are getting worse. This kid, why are you? What's the name of the perfect? Oh, that Bavush. I love her commercials. Now, the reason I like Tasha K, even with Adam and Eve stuff, her delivery with whatever she's selling is on point. I love it. I love it because it's right on the money. I love what she's talking about the wines. I love Tasha K. Y'all know I love Tasha K. Who told me to see that tweet? Somebody sent me that message that I read. I didn't mean to laugh at that message. Yo, she next thing you know, she gonna be selling some candles. Don't be surprised she ain't getting none of them candles with them different fragrance up there too. Well, we thank y'all so much. Shout out to everybody that visit our chat today. We love you, and we will see y'all next time. If you want to contribute to our show, that's our Cash App. Also, my birthday is November 11. Wow, I'll be 30 years old. And we want to thank you so much. Shout out to Storm Monroe. Y'all enjoyed that interview. Also, to the moderators, Armin Brown 09. I see Tori Mom, J Real, Nurse Nicole, Blue Skies. Thank you, Blue Skies, for yesterday coming on our show. Puppy Love, Mouth Open, Shantae, Day, TLC and 3, and D1. So it was a great show yesterday. If you all missed that show, make sure y'all go check it out. We talked about the debate, and the people was triggered. The people was triggered. The people were triggered, and they went playing my heart like a grand piano. Okay, now play on, play on, play on. What am I saying that? Play on. All right, y'all. 30, I got you by 5 years. Okay. Thank y'all so very much. I will see y'all soon. Let me go and listen to me some Cardi. I'm going to listen to me some Nicki and some Shirley Caesar. You can't go wrong. I'm going to listen to some Cardi, Nicki, and some Shirley Caesar. Let me go. Okay. See y'all later. Peace.